Oh, buddy. What's going on, guys? I figured with the, Oop. My watch is triggering. I figured with, the release of Planes of Power, I took just a little bit of a streaming break. Mostly because I think at times I have to kind of get my bearings on what's going on. So, like, I don't know... I don't know exactly what to do. I don't know what to necessarily do in Planes of Power, aside from, you know, there's a lot of alternate quests or raiding quests for flagging to progress through Planes of Power, and that's kind of like one of the things that I don't like about this expansion, just because you have to do a lot of unlocking just to do content, and that to me is just a little bit annoying. So, okay. But one of the interesting things that is released is that in Planes of Power, you can get a Wood Elf mask. Oh my goodness. And we already have the Dark Elf mask on Atari, and we already have 2 Dark Elves in the party as far as with Dreamcast and Odyssey. So what we're going to end up doing is actually doing the Wood Elf mask quest to get the mask for the other 2, so that we can all be Dark Elves or we can all be Wood Elves. One or the other. So I am reviewing the quest. I'm looking at Zam at the quest right now. And I just have to figure out how this quest works exactly. Okay, so it starts on the Plane of Knowledge, and it's with a Sage. Let's see if this is an alphabetic in some fashion that it will... Nope. Oh, that's awfully nice of you. Okay, let's try this again. Sage. Yeah, it's not going to show the Sage. Neutral section at location -1560. Alright, so I guess we'll just have to find him. So neutral section is actually in the middle. So we'll go this way. Yeah, Planes of Knowledge. This is the Plane of Knowledge where, you know, where druids become worthless. Yeah, this is a section that is pretty messy, but you got a bunch of books around that you can click to teleport places. But it kind of did away with needing druids support you around so much now, and yeah, it's kind of a community breaker. And once you start taking away needing people in the community to do things, it kind of takes away from your MMO experience to the point that you just don't need people anymore. All right, so I don't know where this guy's at. So we're gonna get into the neutral area, and then I'm gonna try and see if I can track him. All right. Derp. Tracking. It's already in alphabetic. This is Lazy Man here. Sage Balak, right? Sage Balak. Alright, he's left and above me. Okay, well. Is he in the tower? He might be in the tower. Okay, left and above you. So we're just gonna go in here. It doesn't look like there's a way up. Yeah, there's not a way up. It's misleading. Oh, there's a way up on the outside, though, because that makes sense. You know, Atari always does so... Ooh, hello. Dreamcast and Odyssey have, like, completely different behaviors when it comes to elevations. Like, Odyssey always floats high, and then Dreamcast always floats normal. Alright. Well, he's not in here. So what are we looking for? He's behind us. Behind us and to the left. Can we get over here? Yeah, see, Odyssey is, or Dreamcast is having a struggle here. Come on, get over that. There you go. So right and above you. Ahead and above you, left. So he's in this building, I guess? I guess we'll take a peek. Let's take a look-see here. Let's see. None of you guys. Not you. So we're gonna go up this way, I guess. Come on, ladies. This is gonna take us to the library, which we don't want to go. We want to go up here. I actually need them to get up here, too. There he is. Okay. I'm gonna get her up manually. There we go. Odyssey's having a real challenge here. All right. All right. So this is the guy. This is the guy who's gonna start the quest for us. And let's see. I think I could just say what magical mask. All right. So in that phrase, he gives us a picture book. So now they both have the picture book. That's something we got to turn in to somebody else here. So we'll get everybody back on follow here. Got like the trifecta going on here. I actually haven't gotten all the characters up to level 65 either. They're all at 64. They have a real messy hodgepodge of spells because I really haven't gone into the Planes of Power to really absorb spells right now. Alright, so we got the book. We got to go to Upper Guck. We have to turn in the book to get a recipe, which then we have to go and bake a recipe. Which is trivial at 15. So I don't know... I don't know if, since it's trivial at 15, like, is it trivial? If it's not trivial at 0, does that mean that I'm going to run a risk of messing something up if it's not done right? So if I do a baking guide EQ, oh, I can just pump it to 21, actually. And there should be guildmasters here. So if there's guildmasters here, I could probably... Well, this is going to be a pain in the ass getting all these characters downstairs. I'm going to have to zoom in and zoom down. Because I could just train their baking up to 21. Come on, Atari. You're better than this. But I gotta get to the guild masters, which are outside, but... Alright, Odyssey's having some problems here. Odyssey, what's your problem? What is your major malfunction here? What do we got? You're still upstairs? Come on, lady. I have to say, I really need to get a better... I need to get a left-handed mouse or something for this second box, because it's just so... I don't know, I'm using a right-handed mouse on my left hand, and it's not working right. It's not feeling good. Let's see, so we're back on the first floor. Evil side probably more than likely has the Necromancer trainer. So let's go take a peek at that real quick. We could probably even just do a find. I'd be worried though that we do a find and we would not. Okay, so here we have some guildmasters here. Okay. We can stop looking down. We both can actually. Oh, this is gonna just take us right into here. Okay, that's fine. We actually have, I think, some apothic gear too. We can actually turn in and get gems out of it. That's an enchanter. We don't want to talk to him. Mage. Here we go. And they actually have a necromancer here too. So you can actually turn in previous planar gear to this guy, I think, and he gives you a gem for it. Can you give me a gem? Yeah, give me a gem. How about that? Do I have any other pieces? I don't think I do. I think that was the only piece I had. So, yay, just a diamond. And 2 Yakisha blades that I don't really need. Stick these over here. Okay, so that's done. Let's go ahead and get my baking up. Sounds like a very... I am not one for... I think it's baking, right? I've got over 227 practices, so I can pretty much do, what, 10 skills? 10? If my math serves me right, it's 10 skills. So we'll just take the baking to max, which is 20. Okay, so 20 is fine. That's perfect. While we're at it, let's just do tailoring just for fun. I think that's about it. Let's do brewing just in case. Pottery. Not that they were actually going to do any of these, but you know, you never know. At least to have them, just to have. And then the necromancer needs to do the same over here. Oh wow, her divination is actually an 80. Oh my god. She does not have any divination whatsoever. Is this even capped? Oh my god, it's not. I'm interested in baking. Alright. Okay. So we have all the things. Now we gotta go to Upper Guck. And the only reason why we gotta go to Upper Guck real quick is because we have to go back there twice. Is we gotta get the recipe to build the elf essence. So that's what we have to end up baking. Let's see. We need to go to Antonica. And we need to go to... Is it Row? We need to go to Row. So many groove buffs now. I did get kind of the essential spells on at least the Druid. She has Spirit of Eagle and the Flight of Eagle spell, so she can AE that. I don't have Blessing of the Nine. That spell is just way too expensive right now. The Mage actually got lucky, and I ended up getting the level 62 pet spell, which, you know, unfortunately I had to give up using my epic pet, but at least I have that spell that is pretty friggin' crucial. And that pet has a tendency to backstab. Oop, we're losing Glades. Let me go ahead and get that back up real quick. But that spell's pretty essential. I mean, having protection, or no, we're talking about the water pet, because it backstabs. It's the one few pets that backstabs that is nice to have, especially in a group setting, which I'm always in because I have the Druid, I have the Necro. The Necro did end up getting her tank pet. I think I got lucky on that one. I didn't buy it. I ended up just trading for it, and I got that pet. So I have her pet actually tank, and I have the water pet not just as DPS. But I learned just the other day, though, that you can have the pet actually tank, and it still backstabs. So I always thought that the backstabbing was positional, but apparently it's not. Don't have to have position with the blue water pet, so Now we got to get into Guck again.
It's about time you showed up, Fox. You're the only hope for our world. Right, General. We're entering Corneria City now.
Yeah, they're doing some events in guild right now.
All aircraft report.
Part of me is just prepared to leave this guild just because I'd rather just dedicate my time to the Thunder Buddies. Gotta love them Thunder Buddies.
Check your G-diffuser system.
But, yeah, Planes of Power kind of threw my world upside down as far as with, you know, Shadows of Lucklin is very familiar to me. Planes of Power, not so much. I've never done planar raids before in Planes of Power. The whole quest chain of flagging is, like, daunting to me. There's a lot of just unfamiliarity to it, to the point that I'm just not interested. I'm not interested in learning all of it or even looking it up. You know, I'm only interested in just having fun and, you know, doing the small things. But I'm gonna have to eventually flag. I'm already flagged for. You guys should be ally to me. Yeah. I'm already flagged for Plane of Valor. That's all done. I mean, that's the easiest flag to do. But, you know, I need to get to Tactics. Tactics is the big leveling area. Then eventually you got to get into Storms. You got to get into a Bastion of Thunder. I mean, there's a lot of higher areas you can go to. I don't actually need Atari to go down here. She's ally with these things. Everybody else... I spent the time, actually, getting the faction for these characters. It took well over, like, 4 hours. Took a while, that's for sure. But I was able to get the faction up. But I learned that with the evil races, like the races that worship Innerrook, they cannot max out their faction. They have to get an item first, which is the Scalp of the Ghoul Lord. And the Scalp of the Ghoul Lord actually awards them an additional 250 faction, which then in turn allows them to do the quest. So right now I just put that on and everything is kindly to me. That's interesting. I think kindly is above warmly, so I hope it is, because if it's not, I'm in trouble. I guess we'll find out though. Alright, so now we gotta find the old Froglock. I don't know where he's at. I've never actually encountered him before. I'm checking the map real quick to make sure that the map doesn't have anything on it that I have to worry about. Dirt. Yeah, there is no... Yeah, I'm not seeing anything as far as with the old Froglock. My worry is that you have to spawn him or something. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything up. That would also suck if you turned into him and then he depopped. So let me consult the Book of Armaments here. Let's see. In Upper Guck, find an old Froglock. Placeholder is a Froglock Taunt Shaman. It does not need to be killed as long as it despawns in place of the old Froglock. Okay, that doesn't really help me though. Oh my goodness. Luckily, I do have... They say you can just use Wood Elf Illusion. You don't even have to do all of this, but... that may actually change things. But we gotta find where this Froglock spawns first. So that's kind of the first trick here. So I'm looking up information right now to see where I can find him. An old Froglock. Enchanter spawns a specific location. That's awesome. What? I don't care if he spawns a specific location. Just what is he near? 20 minutes. Poof. Blinds despawn. 30 seconds later, she was placed by. Oh, that sucks. Replaced by another shaman. So the placeholder could be bad. Oh, light root. You have to use a light race illusion too. So I'm already set. I have potions for that. So the next question is how do I get to? Yeah, kindly isn't enough. Yeah, they have to be warmly. This is into the bottom of the Guktop 1 map for his spawn point. Bottom? We're at the bottom. Unless they mean in here. This is the sucker point here. This is the minus and plus. Alright. Yeah, I never really understood how to read Bree walls until I started seeing this. Let's see. Enchanter spawns positive, positive. So he's in this area here. Somewhere in this area. Oh, no. No, that's an elevation. I don't care about elevation. Negative 75, negative 5, I don't care about that. Let's see. I'm going to look back here real quick. Location is 1228, 220. 1280, 220. So he's in this area here somewhere. But since it's so high, I mean, because I think this is the 0 mark here. So if he's in the 1200 range, I'm guessing that he's either far north and barely over, or I don't know. Froglock Shaman is one of his placeholders, but I can go check down here real quick. So the green section is actually the underground section, which is easy to get to, but I mean, you've got to get down there first. So I'm going to send Atari down first. I'm going to just take a peek. See if I can actually find it. And then, actually, I should technically take... You know, I should technically take... Usually what I do is I take the mage, and then I'm lazy, so I just port everybody. And if I need to wait on a spawn, I can keep the druid there, because the druid's not actually doing the quest. Or I can leave them there and have the druid do something else. I don't know. But as far as with the map, it's kind of hard to see the maps on the boxes, but I'll try the best I can. I know part of Upper Guk. I have a little bit of a cursory knowledge of this place, so if I have the map open, I can just take a look. Yeah, she's moving along in the tunnels there. Yeah. There's a lot of tunnel works in this place. Yeah, I don't need to invis or nothing here because I have the faction. Okay, so this is downstairs. All right, so this is where we want to be at first. There's a Gaz Shaman here. It's the Tawns that we need, though. All right, so she's underground now. Where did she go? Well, she's down here. So, if she loops around, this takes us kind of away from where we want to go, though. There's all kinds. This is like an interesting dungeon too. Like, if you've never hunted in Guk, like Lower Guk and Upper Guk, a lot of people. Ooh, hello. Somebody's down here killing. Is this what we're looking for? This is 834, 440, 57. This is not what we're looking for. I think we need to travel further in. Froglocks of Kunark. Okay, that's a Kunark Froglock. He has a tin box. What is that for? And he's got a head. Froglock head and a tin box. I don't know what either of those are for. It's always when you find that shit, you're like, what the hell's that? What is that for? I don't know. It'd be interesting. Well, it's not 100% interesting, but it would be interesting to, like, play a little game to where you're playing EverQuest, and every time a quest item drops, you always try to figure out what is that quest item for. These guys are aggro? No, they're kindly. So this is the mushroom area. I don't know if the mushroom area has what I'm looking for. I'm slowly floating down. I don't know if the mushroom area... Okay, that's a Ton Shaman. It's a Ton Shaman. That's what we're looking for. Go ahead and close this out real quick. Uh, 1282.20. Yeah, I think going south is actually going to take us not closer to where we want to be. I think we need to head north. So I'm going to head a bit north from there to check and see what... Because there's a lot of... No, that's a Shin Shaman. Yeah, let's get into the Shins now. Fungus Mutant. It's kindly. Everybody's kindly, which is good. Don't have to worry about faction here. I don't know why somebody couldn't just label it. Yeah, one of these sections I remember actually hunting down. There's a Ton Shaman there. Okay. Shin Shaman. There's a Froglock Summoner. That's interesting. Alright, so we're at 1037, 313, which is getting up to where we want to be. Shin Shaman, Ton Knight. An old Froglock. Here he is. So the old Froglock is down here. As long as it has a Depop. Alright, so let's go ahead and summon. And then look at our instructions. Let's see. I think we have to hand him the book. But we have to turn into Wood Elves first. Alright. Hail him and you give him the book. And don't attack him. Alright, where's that picture book? Picture book. There you go, buddy. Okay. I got a book for you too. Alright. We have the recipes. So... he's right here. That's a very weird spot to be. Like, just kind of in the middle of nowhere. I'll go ahead and summon Atari, and then we just basically need to find a bakery. We need to find a way to just bake, which we're going to do that in... Well, actually, I could just gate him out. Yeah, I could just gate him out. Okay, so I don't have all of the items, though. I'm actually missing a couple things. I do have what it takes to build the essence, though, I believe. The essence is just a bake pattern that you need this item from. You needed the recipe to actually build the item. So now I just need to find a place to bake. So I need a stove. So probably what I'll do is I'll take Atari here to find a stove. I just need myself one stove. I think I remember correctly. There's a series of stoves I could probably just look at the map too. There's probably like a bakery somewhere. Alright, bakery. There's a poison place here. I actually need to buy poison vials. I need poison vials, and I need rubies. I need actually 8 rubies if I'm going to do 2 of these. What the hell? How do I get in there? Is there a door on this side, maybe? Hey, there is a door on this side. Alright. Fletching. This is not poison supplies. It's in the next door area. Okay. So it is up where I was. Nope, these aren't stoves. General supplier. Fishing supplier. If you could fish in here, man, that'd be really weird. Poison suppliers. I just need poison vials. I need 2 of these. Okay. And I need jeweler. Let me double check, because I gotta have a specific mana thing created by an enchanter. So let me see here. Purify mana. I don't know what mass purify mana is. What is this? It seems like it's just something used for a quest. I don't care. So we need 4 rubies to create a vial of purified mana. So we need 8 rubies. I've got the 2 poison vials, so I just need 8 rubies. So in the meantime, we need to look for... I'm going to go pick up the crew here, and we're going to go look for a stove. I keep all my tunes chilling at the small bank. It was less crowded at the small bank, but there seems to be more people here all of a sudden. Okay, are you both following me? You're not both following me. I guess getting a little jet lag from Odyssey there. She's not doing too well. She must be a little under the weather. Okay, smithing, forges. Okay, wait a minute. Wait. Kiln, alchemy table, forge. What the heck is this? Ice cream churn? That's not what I'm looking for. Mixing bowl? No. Poison crafting table? No. Jewel making table? No. Brew barrel? No. Oh my god, I just need a stove. Oven, there we go. So there's actually an oven right next to over here. Makes it handy. Which one's the oven? What is this? Is this the oven? That is the blacksmithing. Nope. This is the baking oven. Okay, this is what I need. So it's that thing. So we don't actually have to go anywhere. All right. Alrighty. So we gotta bake us a pie. We gotta bake ourselves a pie. You gonna let me use it, or I just have to click it, I guess. All right. Let's see. I need one part wood elf, 1 part dark elf, 1 recipe, and 1 celestial doodad. Combine, and I can't combine in this container type. All right, well, what container type do I need to combine it in? I need to combine it in a mixing bowl. All right. It takes baking, but I have to use a mixing bowl. That's awfully nice of them. Well, good news is there is a mixing bowl near here. I saw it on the map, at least. It's inside. It's just inside this little room here. So we don't need this. It's this thing, really? All right. try this again. So we got 1 part wood elf, 1 part dark elf, 1 recipe, and 1 celestial essence. Survey says combined. So we now have an elf essence. We got to do that twice. Experiment. Recipe. Ta-da! Okay. So that is technically done. Now we need to send Atari out to go get us 8 rubies. Which shouldn't be that hard. At least I don't think it's that hard. I think you can buy rubies at a jeweler. I guess I'll double check that. So that elf essence is done. We're done with the elf essence part, so we're going to move on to the next part. Purifying mana. We need a chanter. Does have like a nasty recast timer or something? It's a level 45 spell. Poison vial, 4 rubies. I mean, I know that's a lot of found-ins. Can we have actually buy-in? Quests, no. Recipes, no. I could have swore you can buy this. Yeah, merchants. You can buy it off of merchants. Alrighty. So I'm gonna go. Usually, when I go for jewel crafting, well, I could just go to the jewelry here. Actually, there is a jeweler here, right? Tailoring, general, smithing, alchemy, poison. Jewel crafting here. Upstairs, maybe? Nope. In the right building? Are they outside? Jewel crafting. They're supposed to be right here, but they're not right here. Okay. Alright, well, that's not a big deal. We'll go somewhere else. Let me check this guy, little guy, real quick. Yeah, he's got 12 on him. For 131, though. I don't know. What's my charisma? I'm going to check, just in case. I'm going to check and see. I mean, that's going to be 1,000 plat just for the rubies. So we're going to Origin, go to Felwith, check the merchant there, because I think they do sell rubies there. I just want to check the merchant, see what they got rubies going for. If they don't have rubies, I need to get back here as soon as possible so I can buy these. Or I can just buy it off of one of the boxes. I could have technically took a book. I keep forgetting that the books exist, so I've been too lazy into actually using the books. Since I've got a porter, I just have the porter do everything. Hoping the Froglock actually stays up for a bit. If he despawns, we're going to have to wait for him to respawn. That's going to be a little annoying. I don't know what his despawn cycle is. Ugh. But if I can, once I get the rubies, though, we'll pretty much be set. I'll be able to get these masks done. We'll just have to wait on the Froglock if he's not up. Little rodent. These old towns. It's like playing in a first-person shooter. Like back when you had to use the keyboard just to play it. I remember those days. Alright. Does he sell rubies? He does. For 142. He actually sells them for more here. So let's get back. That's weird. I was not expecting him to sell it for more. I think do you have a higher charisma? You have a slightly higher charisma. I don't know if it's going to make any difference. Yeah, 131. It's pretty much capped. It's not going to do us any good. Did you not cast it? I'm sitting here wondering why she hasn't teleported. Curious on why it's so expensive, though. Ugh. I don't think it's no drop, though, so I can ask and see if I can get an enchanter to create it. The only problem is I'm going to have to tip the enchanter for creating it. It's a little annoying. Alrighty. We need 8. This is becoming a very expensive endeavor. Just to get Wood Elf masks. I mean, I've pretty much invested well over like 11K per mask already. So it's going to end up being like 12K. But it's been pretty much just the masks and the rubies. Let me see if... Nope. I have the reagents, right? 8 of these. 2 of these. Looking for... Enchanter for Purify, Mana, half mats. Little tip. I know they added a bunch of... This is a level 45 spell, though. This is a spell that came out not too long ago. I mean, level 45, I think it's like an original... no, it might be... It might be a Kunark spell. I'm not sure. At level 45, though, it seems pretty low. I wouldn't imagine having too much trouble actually trying to get it, but... I might have to reach out and touch someone if I want to get this created. Compound bow's coming down. Man, no hits on tells. It's a simple spell, guys. Come on now. Is there another means in which we can craft it? I think you have to have... Let's see. Summoned by an enchanter or crafted via research. I don't have any research. I don't know how you do it via research, though. Research, purify, mana, EQ. Vial of purified mana. Yeah, trivial at 200. Oh, wait, there's a no-fail combined if none cast a spell. What? Cast spell components, okay. There's a mass version that yields 5. I only need 2, though. But, yeah, 5 vials, 20 rubies. I mean, it's pretty much the same cost anyway. Yeah, otherwise, to yield 1, you need Celestial Essence, Coalesced Mana, 1 Poison Vial, 5 rubies. And it's trivial at 200. Jeez Louise. So that's not going to happen. So we need an enchanter. Let me make sure that he's not actually on. I might be able to text him too. Let me see if he responds. Let's see if he responds. If not, I might have to ask Mark to actually log him in, but because I mean I'm already tapped. I'm super tapped. Of course, I could just log off one of them, but I don't even have his account info anyway, so it doesn't matter. See if nope. I gotta reset. Vial of purified mana. Somebody's already selling it for $7.50 a piece. Yeah, see, that's not what I want though. I already have the mats for it. That's like, what is it? So 4, that's about 500. Is it making about 250 gain on that? So technically, if I really want it, I could just go buy the purified vials. I don't think I'd get my price back for these rubies, though. I think he's only going to offer 90 to these rubies. No, it's 119. That's not bad. So I would recover some of it, so that's fine. We'll just do that. It makes it easier. So I'll go get the vials of purified mana. So I was able to buy most of the mats for it. Yeah, somebody actually went out of their way to make a bunch of them, though. He had about 50 in stock. But yeah, they're pretty much trying to gouge a little bit on the on the mask quest. Man, Propagandolf has been leveling like crazy. Alright. I feel like I've wasted a lot of money here. Alright. Let's find these items. Find the trader. Surprised nobody else is making these. I guess not many people are actually doing the Wood Elf Mask quest. Alright. They're making about, I don't know, 200 plat profit off of that, which is not considerable. I mean, I guess unless you sold like 10 of them, I mean, you're making 2K. But I mean, I was making a mint off of summoned weapons and items. I was one of the. I ended up buying the spell as soon as I could. Once it got down in price, I paid about 10K for it. But there was some fist wraps and some blades of Wolnen that I ended up getting the spell for pretty cheap, and then I ended up just making a bunch and selling a bunch, and I would just keep a tune up with just all these summoned weapons and items that she ended up selling like 2K worth. And then after that, I got kind of bored and got kind of frustrated with always keeping it up that I just kind of let it go. Wow, what do we got here? Okay. Some weird loading issue. All right, so we got everything we need. That's not what we need. All right, Dreamcast. Here's your vial of purified mana. And then Odyssey, which I think is still back here. Odyssey, where are you? You're just kind of chilling out somewhere. There you are. And then Odyssey, you get yours as well. And then back to Row. Gonna do a refresh on this flight of eagles. And then we're gonna fly out of here. Probably be just easier if we took the Innerthul book, but you know, I'm lazy. We've established that already. Man, people are sending tells to the boxes. All right. Now the only thing left we have to wish for is to make sure that the old frog lock is up. I wonder if there's actually a closer sucker point once we get into Innerthul. Oh, I could have just suckered from the Druid ring too. That would have been like true laziness there. It's like, yeah, I don't want to run to Innerthul. I'm just gonna sucker really quick. It'd probably be faster. Actually, with the load times, probably not. Alright, you both following me? Okay. So... Sucker is right there. I mean, either way. We'll go go ahead and sucker real quick, and then we'll just head north. I mean, we have the stick. It's the only reason why. It's because I have... Okay, what the fuck? It's because I have the stick. Since I have the stick, I might as well use it. It's got a 9-second cast, though, which kind of sucks. Yeah, the book is actually better because it is right smack dab super close to Guck. Yeah, I have to pay attention to book locations because the books actually may be more beneficial to just take. Somebody's selling a Summer's Flame for 20k. Jesus. That's still too expensive. Alright, back in Guck. Switching over to the Mage. She's going to do the running. At least now we know where we need to go. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to watch. I'm basically going to monitor on the main box here. And we're going to run the Mage because she can Koth, so... This has been my true testament to being lazy with multiple boxes is... basically running a Mage. She went the wrong way, though. Running a Mage, and then just Kothing the other tunes. Where the hell are you going? Is it over here? Hello? No. Where are we? Okay, we gotta go down this way. Then we gotta go over. Then we gotta go this way. Nope. We gotta go this way. We gotta basically get to the second floor here. The lower level. Okay, lower level achieved. Alright, so now where are we going? We are going out and to the left. And then we are swoopy-dooping around. We gotta move the map. This is the area where we can get the Ghoulbane, which we don't need to do yet. I don't anticipate the Shadow Knight ever coming to light on this server, though, just because it's just so late in the game now. Okay, so down here, down here, down here. There's the old frog lock. Alright, so there's a couple things we have to do. We've got to summon, of course, Odyssey. Once Odyssey is summoned, then we can start doing turn-ins. So let's check the turn-ins. We need the essence, that's done. We need the crown, that's done. We've got the vial, that's done. And we got the... Okay, so first we got to turn into Wood Elves. We have to turn into a Race of Light, basically. That'll get us to Wormly since we've got the scalp on. Alright, that's done. Now we got to turn in stuff. So that's Magnavox, so I got to be careful of that one. Let me just scoot over here. Okay. And have you scooch back. This way. Alright. Alright, so Recrown. Stun. Vial of Mana. Vial of Purified Mana, right? Yep. And we trade those in. And you gave me the mask. Perfect. One down, one to go. Okay. So, Recrown, Vial, Essence. And that's it. So now we can permanently turn into Wood Elves. You know, you go through a lot of work on that stuff, and you don't even get... It doesn't even have really good stats. Alright. I can gate him out. And mission accomplished. That's it. That's basically the end of getting the Wood Elf. So it only took like 3 expansions to turn all of them into Wood Elves at this point. But it's funny that even right now the Dark Elf mask on Mangler has been left alone. Like, you can still get the Dark Elf mask and turn into the Dark Elf, which isn't actually, you know, how it was. Because they fixed that stuff, I think, in Kunark. So I need to get her moved over to somewhere else. But now they can turn into Wood Elves. Yeah, it's gonna be fun where I can have all 3 Wood Elves or all 3 Dark Elves. I mean, that's kind of what I was looking for. And they're both like similarly equipped too, which is kind of funny. My hair is much different though. Ugh. But yeah, with a little extra money, it's easy to do that quest. I better take these hats off too, because they're horrible. Yeah, basically, I now have this scalp that I'm never going to use for anything ever again. All right. Oh, man. And that was primarily one of the big things I wanted to get done there. Let me see. Where is she at? She's out all by himself. Yeah, where it stands right now, let's see. Atari is actually the second in the running right now. Odyssey is first in running. She's actually 21% in. Dreamcast is the furthest behind, but she's been the furthest behind mostly because she was the lowest level starting. So I first started with Atari, and Atari helped soar pretty quickly into the ranks. And then once Atari got to high level, I ended up making Odyssey, and Odyssey caught up really quick. I mean, once we got Atari to 60, eventually Odyssey hit 60, but Dreamcast was still leveling up, and then Dreamcast eventually hit 60, but Atari and Odyssey were already at 99% to level, so then Dreamcast fell behind because I was working on getting AAs, so then Dreamcast, you know, basically was left with not so much. So she was left behind, pretty far behind, so. Yeah, my curiosity is if I should go out and try to just hammer out some experience, if I should wait. Yeah, I honestly don't know what to do right now, aside from, you know, basically getting my achievement of, hey, look, I'm all Wood Elves now. So, yeah, I'll probably just call it quits here for tonight, and then, yeah, just work on something either tomorrow or the next day, so. But I'll try and do some more streaming on Thursday. That seems to be one of the more hopping days, so. But for now, I'll see you guys later.